This is always a game of consequence.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So
it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
It's Palmer.
And that's not going to reach. He can get that clear. Out again for a throw-in. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, easy pickings there.
Timber.
Merino. Eze. Saliba. Calafiori.
Colwell. Caicedo. Chalobah. Fernandez. Colwell.
Gabriel. Oh, red. Nice interception. Gabriel. Saliba. Mikel Merino played out to the left flank. Calafiori drives forward on the overlap.
Caicedo. Colwell. Caicedo. Garnacho. Cucurella.
Garnacho. Nice control. Garnacho puts them all in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cucurella.
Caicedo. Fernandez.
Gabriel Jesus.
Timber.
Gabriel, gently done. And that is out of play. And he's going to be disappointed with that.
Palmer. Fernandez.
Fernandez shifted upfield. That has found him in acres of space. A corner it is then. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Correa. Palmer. Spread out to the left. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Eze. Martinelli. Martinelli tries to thread one through. Calafiori looking to hit the byline here. That's a corner kick. Gabriel Jesus. James. Correa. Colwell. Fernandez. James. Picks it up out wide. Time to deliver. That's tidy. In by James. And the keeper beats it away. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Timber. Great run on the overlap here. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to get it clear. And here's Saka. It's really well manoeuvred. Palmer. And it's been played through. He has found the way through. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Turns and goes back. Aimed in towards the centre. Calafiori is there, and he can get that clear. Moved on forwards. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Timber. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. It's run loose here. Garnacho. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Saliba tries to clear.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Saliba, aim forwards. Now it's Gabriel Jesus, looking here to chip it through. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's played forward. Colwill. Carabao goes forward. That has been cut short. Rice. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's onside. So who's he picking out? Garnacho does really well to win the ball there. Chalobah. James. Mikel Merino wins the duel this time. Fiori. And it's Eze. Cucurella. Palmer. Chalobah forwards and with intent. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Saka. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rice. Do have a chance to counter here. And that's been won straight back. Merino. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Palmer.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Merino. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. Garnacho. He's in plenty of space here. Great chance! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Gabriel cuts it out. Saka. Oh, this is a great position. Real chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Merino. Fiori. Martinelli. Played with finesse. That is a brilliant interception. João Pedro. Well-timed, excellent interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's an excellent interception. Muscular approach does pay off here. Eze. Saka. Chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's João Pedro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka given the lift of his goal. Rice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Martinelli. Gabriel Jesus. And here's Jesus. Out to the left it goes. Over to the left. And it's Caicedo. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle. Saliba getting this one clear. Martinelli. Now it's Eze. He is through here. Timber. Cucurella. James, gently done. Timber, no, again there's no way through. Martinelli. Calafiori. And here's Jesus. Gabriel Jesus made out to the left flank. Chance to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way. Caicedo. Fernandes. Palmer. Fernandes. Colwill calmly anticipates. Saka chasing after it. Colwill gets across to intercept that. Carabao. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Eze. Now it's Saka. That's good play. Saka crosses it in. Not one of his best. Great defending, strong and determined. Eze. Gabriel Jesus, spread out to the left. Colwill. Sanchez sends that a long way. Palmer have it back and can go again. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And here's Martinelli. Saka. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Out of play for a goal kick. And it's James. Can he latch on to this? Eze, chance here to counter. Ooh, can he get onto this? Palmer. Saliba makes the interception. Martinelli laid out to the left flank. And here's Martinelli. And here's Jesus. Martinelli. Tries a measured ball. Sanchez claims comfortable. Timber cuts out the pass. Colwill attempts a clearance. João Pedro. So what can they make of this? Caicedo. Can he spark a counter here? Timber. Gabriel. Played back to the goalkeeper. Looks to the other side. And it's Palmer. And he shoots! It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite beat it right. Saka. Gabriel. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. He's through here. Now it's Martinelli. Played into the middle. Colwill clears it away. There will be a throw-in. Cut out, no margin for error there at all. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. James. Timber. Martinelli. Calafiori. Aim forwards. Martinelli. Now he's got space here. Garnacho. He can run onto that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. João Pedro.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Colwell. Fernandez. João Pedro. Toma! James. Mikel Merino wins the duel this time. And the counter is on. Martinelli. And the ball's come loose here. Rice with the short one. A foul, and the whistle's gone. And here's Jesus. It's Gabriel Jesus! That was superb goalkeeping.
Gabriel Jesus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's onto it in a flash. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's gone back to the keeper. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Chalobah. João Pedro. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Saliba moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. And here's Eze. Eze played out towards the right wing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Timber really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chalobah shifted upfield. Fernandez. Garnacho. And it's Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. Caicedo. Gabriel Jesus. Now, what about a counter-attack? Martinelli. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Pedro. And it's Eze. And here's Jesus. Oh, it's come loose. Eze. Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played out to the right. Merino. Eze! Two up now, and they are cruising. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
James. Pedro. Garnacho. Palmer. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Calafiori producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Timber. And here's Saka. Martinelli. Done delicately. Saka. It's a ball kick. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mikel Merino, and he goes cross-field. Timber, now he's off and running. Rice, and it's played forward. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Saliba. Rice. Rice forwards and with intent. Chalobah. Cucurella. Colwell. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro. Palmer. Time added on will be 2 minutes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Out to the right. Ball driven towards the far post. Timber clears it away. Rice. It's a quick ball upfield. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fernandes. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Gabriel. Saliba. Aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Great work on the overlap. That's good defending, very good defending. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Cucurella, Garnacho, Caicedo, Cucurella, João Pedro, Garnacho, and they win it back again. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. That's very neat. Palmer. Chalobah. Colwill. Caicedo. Caicedo, gently done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Moved on forwards. Gabriel. Timber. Saliba. Out to the left it goes. Martinelli. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Timber. Rice. Cleared away. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Fernandes. Long time, excellent interception. Raya sends that a long way. That has been cut short. Now it's Garnacho. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Timber. Martinelli. Calafiori. And here's Jesus. And here's Saka. Rice. Now who's going to be first to this?
Oh, they could be caught out here.
Firmly met. So here comes the substitution. Martinelli flashes it across, and that has been cleared. They get a throw in. Palmer. João Pedro. Palmer. And that is a little undercooked. Saka. Saka tries making a foray down the right, and that's aimed into the middle. Sanchez drops his gloves on it, nice and calm. Could move up a gear here. And it's Palmer. João Pedro. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Caicedo. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. And the ball is out of play. Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. That was very necessary. Cucurella. Rice. Saka. Merino. Mikel Merino shifted upfield. Good ball, good take. Calafiori, who does have an assist to his name. Martinelli. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. That's been drilled forward. Saliba gets across to intercept that.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Saka. Well, they could break here. Arsenal with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. And it's Eze. And here's Jesus. Now it's Martinelli. Palmer. And they can counter here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good... Big chance! Just off target.
Pedro Neto certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
James cuts it out. Caicedo. João Pedro, played out wide. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Showing good feet. And here's Neto. Caicedo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And here's the chance to counter. Calafiori. Strong running down that left flank. Martinelli. In once more. Eze opts to play it back. It's anyone's ball now. Cleared without complication. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
He is just caressing the ball. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gets a foot in here. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice interception, well timed. Decent chance! No mistake! Back to within one! Interesting! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Merino. That's really well manoeuvred. Carabao gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's neat. And it's Rice. João Pedro. Looking to break at pace. Calafiori. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Fernandez. Palmer. Colwell, gently done. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Merino. Martinelli. Mikel Merino, aim forwards. Caicedo. Chalobah forwards and with intent. Fernandez. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Timber. Saka. Well, played right into his path. Merino. Martinelli. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Colwell gets rid without sophistication. It's gone for a throw-in. Saka. And it's Timber. Rice. And it's lofted through here. James tries to clear. Referee's given a throw. Looking for a decent ball in. Cross goes in there. That has been knocked clear. Rice. Oh, shooting chance! Caicedo attempts a clearance. James, gently done. Gabriel makes the interception. Aim forwards. Gabriel Jesus. Saka. Oh, such a clever touch. Rice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Fernandes is onto it in a flash. Saliba cuts out the pass. Nicely intercepted. Pedro Neto tries to dink it through. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. That's going to go a long way. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Tries to get it clear. Knocks it out wide. And it's James. Serves up a cross.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
James carries the ball down the right. Palmer. Saka. And now the breakaway. And here's Jesus. It's Gabriel Jesus! Good play on the left-hand side here. Merino. Martinelli. Saka. Caicedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Martinelli. And it's Eze. That's a nicely weighted pass. Timber picks it up now. they've got a throw. And here's Jesus. Shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Calafiori. Oh, it's played into the area. Fernandez. James. Now here's the delivery. Rice getting this one clear. And it's Palmer. And they can counter here. Martinelli. Calafiori. Gabriel. Merino. Timber. Eze. And here's Jesus. Martinelli. Very nicely done. Aimed in towards the centre. Could be danger here. Calafiori. And that... Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Fernandez. Palmer. Moved on forwards. Rice. Merino. Saka. Gabriel Jesus chasing after it. Chalobah. Caicedo. Colwell. Martinelli. Now that's well seen too.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Can he spark a counter here? And here's Jesus.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Chalobah. And it's played forward. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Martinelli. Gabriel Jesus. Saka. Saka! And that would have won it.
Saka has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Martinelli. Saka. Timber's cross. That's well blocked and back out it comes. puts it away. Crossing. And that's been well dealt with.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Saliba. Raya. Long ball by the goalkeeper. João Pedro. Palmer.
Cost them. Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Merino. Eze. Saka. And the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
And here's Eze.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Shot, surely! And the lead stays intact, just. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Caicedo. Colwell. Caicedo. Rice. Over to the left. Oh, that's a nice ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Palmer. Pedro Neto. Picks one through. What about this cross?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Palmer.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Takes a shot! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Timber. Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gusto shifted upfield. Gusto gently done. Gabriel getting this one clear. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Palmer. And it's Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro. And that has been clubbed away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Gabriel. Oh, some tackle that. Saliba. Gabriel. Jose. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Played out towards the right wing.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Cucurella. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Changes him with that pass. It's a lovely, neat pass. Gabriel Jesus is onto it in a flash. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. This is gone, that's a foul. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's in! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes. Saliba. Martinelli. Eze. George. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Moved on forwards.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Colwell. Carabao. Martinelli. Gabriel Jesus. And that's a dangerous ball. It's a great ball. Martinelli spread out to the left. And he's heaved it away. And here's Eze. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gusto. George. Gusto. Fernandez. Eze. Martinelli. And here's Jesus. Caicedo getting this one clear. João Pedro. That's a little off target. Gusto. That's really well manoeuvred. George providing an outlet on that flank. Merino. Calafiori. Saliba. Rice. Well read, nice interception. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He'll try to keep this alive. Eze played in. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Arsenal conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? And here's Eze. Eze! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Eze has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Caicedo. Chalobah. Lofted upfield. Rice. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. Cucurella. Chalobah. Caicedo. Colwell, aim forwards. And it's Eze. Now it's Saka. He's found a way through. White. And he's there to clear it. Caicedo. George. And he's managed to get free. Gusto. Oh, that's nice. Eze. Eze forwards and with intent. Oh, what a pass! Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Could move up a gear here. And it's Marino. Great defending, strong and determined. Trossard. Merino. Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's the chance to counter. Gusto. Chalobah. Colwell. Caicedo. And it's played forward. Rice, played into space. Colwill. Caicedo. Fernandez. Saliba. Merino. Rice, aim forwards. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Merino. White. Gabriel. Merino. Gabriel. Played towards the other side. White. Now he's off and running. Great ball if he can get there. Pedro Neto. And he welcomes it in. Saliba attempts a clearance. And that has been cleared. Cucurella. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Now that's well seen too. It's run loose here. That's a good run down the left. Cucurella. And here's Neto. And it's Caicedo. And here's Neto. In it comes. And he's there to clear it. And the counter is on. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Chalobah, and the keeper's got it again. Colwill. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Caicedo. Cucurella. Moved on forwards. George. Now it's João Pedro. Lobbed in behind. And that has been cleared. Eze, gently done. And that could set him on his way. Oh, good ball, and a chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Caicedo. Lavia. Gusto. That is lovely. It's a good run down the right. Eze. Colwill gets over and intercepts. João Pedro. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto, played out to the left. Tries a shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Merino. Tries a deft little ball. Trossard looking to get on the end of this. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Trossard. Cleared away. Eze does really well to win the ball there. Merino! And that's a real chance missed. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's a good foot in there. Well, they could break here. Carabao. Caicedo. Colwell shifted upfield. Gabriel aimed forwards. Carabao forwards and with intent. Gusto. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Gusto. And he whips it in. Extra time reaches half-time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Caicedo. João Pedro. Caicedo. And it's played forward. Calafiori. Saliba. Rice. Merino. Saka. Out towards the flank. Pedro Neto gets good distance on it. And it's Rice. Oh, nice touch. Hit into the middle. Gusto can get it clear. George. Lavia. Gusto. Cucurella, gently done. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's João Pedro. Calafiori. Merino. Eze. Crunching tackle. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Out for a throw. Saka hurtling down that right flank. Carabao gets it clear. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. George. He's shifting through the gears here. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a loose ball. And the shot! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Searching pass he's played there. It'll be a throw-in. Trossard, Merino, moved on forwards. And here's Jesus, Gabriel Jesus. And they've got rid. Arsenal have reclaimed it. And it's White. Gabriel Jesus. Calafiori. Eze. Lovely ball in a Trossard! Up he goes! Danger averted for now. So close to drawing level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Calafiori. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. White played back in. And that's been repelled. White, played into the middle. Carabao attempts a clearance. Pedro Neto. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, a delicate chip through. Lovely, now then. Goes for a shot! And it's hoisted clear. He's free, he has got space. No way through, so back it comes. He's had a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it. Pedro Neto. Saka. Gabriel Jesus. Caresses it through. And he's there to get it away. Mikel Merino wins the duel this time. What a throw in. Fiori. And that has been clubbed away.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Proves too strong.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Saliba, Merino, Eze, Saka. Arsenal desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's Jesus. Ball's played through, delivered across. And that has been cleared. Throw in. They need to get it in quick. And it's Eze. Merino. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Caicedo does really well to win the ball there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Colwell. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Colwell. George looks to get on the end of this. Gusto. George. João Pedro. Pedro Neto.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
For Correa. Gusto. Carabao. Colwell gently down. Oh, nicely intercepted. Merino. Rice. Trossard. And here's Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, good spread. Great challenge, time to perfection. And he's heaved it away. White. Saka. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's really well manoeuvred. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead,